Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing tonight? I'd like to welcome you to the fabulous Forte Jazz Lounge here in beautiful, rainy downtown Chucktown, South Kakalaki. Well, we've got a great show for you tonight. Any first-timers? Wow, that's great. Wow, that's awesome. Well, you picked a great night. Well, we do have a great show for you. We've got a lot of show for you. These ladies that you've come to hear tonight, top shelf. They are known as the voices of Charleston, Gracie and Lacy. We're gonna have a great show. We've got a great band here for you. Boys are here, as always. So this is a Charleston show. It's the Charleston show. So, I did a little research. I figured I'd learn you something before the show started. So, did a little research. Does anyone here know why the Cooper River Bridge was sent home from school? He was suspended. That was terrible, wasn't it? The guy in the back's like, it's not a suspension bridge. Yeah, I got it. I looked it up. It's a cable-stayed bridge. That's right. Learn a few interesting facts about Charleston. Out in front of the club is King Street. Everybody familiar with King Street? Do you know that it is illegal to drive a motorized vehicle on King Street? True. So it's a law. Did anybody drive here tonight? You're all lawbreakers. Every single one of you. I also learned, I'll give you one more and we'll get the show going because I know you're ready. You don't want to hear me talk. You want to hear some show, right? The guys don't. The guys, you want to hear me tell jokes, don't you? Yeah? Thank you. I love these guys. I should always have you all with me every time I tell jokes. Well, so anybody have a house in the city limits of Charleston? Anybody? You have a house in this? Okay, well, if you don't, tell your friends. The fire department, and maybe you know this, I don't know, the fire department can legally blow up your house. The Charleston Fire Department can blow up his house. Okay, well, now here's why. There was a great fire back in the 1800s, and they made this law to use it as a fire break. Now, real estate, I'd be fire chief, right? Blow up the neighbor's house, right? So yeah, did you know this? You could blow up a house. I was like, wow, that's incredible. All right, well, great show. Give me another one of those. All right, thank you. It makes me feel good. All right, so we're glad to have you here. We're going to bring up the show. Are you ready? Is everybody ready? Ready? I got to hear more than that. Come on. They need to know it. They need to hear it. All right, well, we're going to bring to the stage, backed by the awesome Forte Band, the club owner and band leader, the one and only Mr. Fabulous himself, Joe Clarke.
What a day this has been, what a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Why, it's almost like being in love. The music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me, and from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I could swear I was falling, it's almost like being in love. John Kennedy, everybody. George Hoover. All the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I could swear I was falling, swear I was falling. It's almost like being in love. Yeah. It's almost like being in love. Are y'all ready for our headliner tonight? All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Gracie and Lacy.
Good evening. Welcome. Charleston, Charleston, made in Carolina. Some dance, some friends. I'll say there's nothing finer than the Charleston, Charleston. Oh, I can shuffle. Every step you do leads to something new. Men are telling you it's a love super dance, wing dance. We'll be like a number, but Charleston, the new Charleston. That dance is surely a cover sometime. You'll dance it one time. The dance called the Charleston, made in South Carolina. Sing it, sister. Charleston, Charleston, made in South Carolina. Some dance, some press. I'll say there's nothing finer than the Charleston, the old Charleston. Lord, how they can shuffle. Every step you do leads to something new. Man, I'm telling you, it's a love pursuit, but dance, ring dance. We'll be like a number, but the Charleston, the new Charleston. That dance is surely a cover sometime. You'll dance it one time. The dance called the Charleston, made in South Carolina. But dance, ring dance, we'll be back a number, but the Charleston, the new Charleston. That dance is surely a cover sometime. You'll dance it one time. The dance for the Charleston, made in South Carolina, South Carolina. Charleston, we'll dance the Charleston. We'll dance the Charleston, made in South Carolina. Welcome to Charleston. Thank you so much. Thank you. And we are so excited to have our first special effects installed here today. We should have put Singing in the Rain in the show.
I know.
Actually, we should have had this funneled right over Joe's head. No,
There we go.
well, welcome. I'm Lacey, and this is my sister, Gracie, and we are just delighted to share music from Charleston. We have the fabulous Forte Jazz Lounge Band. We have Jonathan Dixon, our announcer, and Joe Clarke, the owner, and his beautiful family running everything tonight. So thank you again for coming out. We're going to take you on a musical journey through the decades of the Low Country.
That's right. And Charleston, as you know, has very rich roots in jazz music. And the Charleston was kind of ushering in that era of jazz music. And that song was named after our beloved city. It was featured in the 1924 Broadway show, Runnin' Wild. Ever heard of it? Runnin' Wild, and the song was written by James P. Johnson, and truly, the way that song is performed with the dancing itself was inspired by people that lived right here in Charleston
That's right. The rhythms of the song came from the Charleston dock workers. The sound of them working kept that drive of the rhythm going. And the actual dance moves have their roots in the African Juba dance, which was very rhythmic and percussive with lots of kicking of the legs up to the side. And it was also notable that some of the foot patterns were actually drum patterns originally that they moved to their feet. So a little bit of history for you. And that jazz style, not only in dance but in music, was really popularized by the Jenkins Orphanage Band. Has anyone heard of the Jenkins Orphanage? Wonderful. Well, we're excited because Forte keeps their history alive. Reverend Jenkins opened up an orphanage for all of the homeless children in Charleston, and they got old Citadel uniforms and donated instruments to the band, and pretty soon those kids became world-famous touring band that popularized the style of jazz that we keep alive here in the Low Country. And I am told that that little rubber thing, the little rubber mute that's made out of a toilet plunger that some of the horn players use, was a Jenkins Orphanage invention.
Yes.
So the legend goes.
And children from the Northeast used to run away from home so that they could pretend to be orphans because they wanted to join the band. They used so many incredible songs when they performed, and oftentimes you would hear that these great musicians would grow up to perform with the likes of the Count Basie Orchestra or Dizzy Gillespie and also Duke Ellington. So we have a Duke Ellington tune for you. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Do a do a do a do a do do a do a do a. It don't mean a thing. All you gotta do is sing. Do a do a do a do a do do a do a do a. Ooh, and that king of a rhythm swinging hot. I've got a song I gotta sing whether you are ready or not. It don't mean a crazy thing if it ain't got that crazy swing. Do a do a do a do a do do a do a do a. It makes no difference if it's sweet or hot. Just give that rhythm everything you got. I don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Hidey, hidey, hide, holy, 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 hidey, 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 hide. It makes no difference if it's sweet or hot. It does each other's do. Get Glenn Miller over here and get Benny Goodman too. If it's all the same to you, I'll keep swinging in the mood. Do a do a do a do a do. No, it don't mean a thing. Do a do a do a do a do. No, if it ain't got that swing, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, Lacey's going to tell us a little bit about a composer who came to Charleston on vacation.
That's right.
To be inspired by the beautiful sights and sounds here to write some fabulous music.
George Gershwin visited Charleston, and we're told he stayed out on Folly Beach, listening to the sights and the sounds of that beautiful ambiance. I hear some other sights and sounds. Listening to the sights and sounds of Charleston, and was inspired to write songs like this. Or that. Different key, different key. Always the show must go on. Our club owner doesn't look alarmed, so that's a good sign.
Well, truth be told, I started drinking earlier today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
How do you expect to drink all day if you don't start in the morning?
That's, well, glad to always have a little bit of an education when we come here to Forte.
You know I own a bar, right?
I do know. Are you trying to give a pause so that we'll all refresh our beverages?
Yes. No. Okay. Are we ready for
We're
that
ready
composition?
for summertime.
Okay.
Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry, don't you cry. One of those mornings, you're gonna rise up singing, and then you'll spread your wings, then you'll take to the sky. Until that morning, there ain't no one can harm you. With your mamby and pappy standing by. Thank you. George Gershwin, inspired by Charleston. Well, we're going to bring Gracie back with another Gershwin tune.
Yes, this one was made popular for the musical American in Paris. Now, incidentally, the fellow who produced American in Paris, Arthur Freed, was born in Charleston, South Carolina. He also produced Singing in the Rain, which is kind of a running gag or theme for this evening. But the song was performed by Gene Kelly, and Gene Kelly would often put on his tap shoes, and I've got my tap shoes on right now, folks. So I think we'll do a little bit of I Got Rhythm and see what happens.
I got rhythm, I got music, I got my man who could ask for anything more. I got daisies in green pastures, I got my man who could ask for anything more. Home and trouble, well I won't mind him, 'cause you won't find him round my door. I got starlight and I got sweet dreams. I got my man who could ask for anything more, who could ask for anything more. Home and trouble, I won't mind him, darling, you won't find him round my front or back door. I got starlight, honey, I've got sweet dreams. I've got my man who could ask for anything more, who could ask for anything more.
Thank you so much. Well, we have a Gershwin theme going along right now. And the Gershwin brothers, does anyone know George Gershwin's brother's name? Ira. Joe, this is such a great crowd. Did you
I thought
like
it was
hire
his wife.
Did you hire them or what?
No.
Oh, okay.
They came in with the weather.
They just know a lot.
They blew in.
They blew in. Great. Yeah, Ira Gershwin. I love this, you guys. So George and Ira, they would write songs together and also songs apart. And this is a song that they wrote together, A Foggy Day in London Town. And Lacey's going to sing this one for us. I think you're going to change the title a bit.
We may have to.
A rainy day in Charlestown.
Thank you, Joe.
Was that too on the nose, too obvious?
A little too on the nose. A foggy day in Charleston. It had me low, well, it had me down. I viewed the morning with such alarm. The old British Museum had lost all its charm. How long, I wonder, could this thing last? But the age of miracles hasn't passed. For suddenly I saw you there, and in foggy Charlestown the sun was shining everywhere. That foggy day in Charlestown, it had me low, well, it had me down. I viewed the morning with such alarm. The old British Museum had lost all its charm. How long, I wonder, could this thing last? But the age of miracles hadn't passed. For suddenly I saw you there, and in foggy Charlestown the sun was shining everywhere. Thank you. Had perfect weather ambiance, inspiration. Thanks to Joe for those spur of the moment lyrics. We expect that on every song for you to tie in the present. Well, how's everybody doing tonight? How many of you are from Charleston? Wonderful. How many of you think you might move here now? That's what we did. Gracie and I visited here, and then we thought, what are we doing out in the Midwest shoveling snow? So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Joe Clarke. He was one of the first musicians we met when we came here to Charleston, and he kind of showed us the lay of the land musically, and we've kind of been collaborating ever since. So take it away, Joe.
Okay.
Would you like a more grand introduction than that?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Would
Thank
you like me to give the history of this song you're going to sing?
That would be great.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Joe needs a cup of coffee. And while he's getting that cup of coffee, this song actually, he knows the history of it, but I think he just loves the sound of my speaking voice. So this song is, this is a song that our mayor, John Tecklenburg's great uncle, Fudd Livingston, wrote. And it's been performed by performers such as Marilyn Monroe. It's been in Hollywood films, and it's one that we'll often hear our mayor dashing over to any open piano at any given moment at any type of event to play. And we asked Joe to share it with you tonight, so take it away.
Thank you. Everybody, Lacey, give her a hand. The first time I heard this song, it was on the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I think it was the third movie. I'm serious. Go back and watch it. It's very culturally relevant. Plus, it probably fell into public domain, and so they grabbed onto it, so they wouldn't have to pay any royalties. Very pretty song. I'm through with love, I'll never fall again. Said adieu to love, don't ever call again. For I must have you or no one. And so I'm through with love. I've lost my heart, I'll keep my feelings there. I stocked my heart with icy frigid air, and I mean to care for no one, because I'm through with love. Why did you lead me to think you could care? You didn't need me, for you had your share of slaves around you to hound you and swear, and deep emotion, devotion to you. Goodbye to spring and all it meant to me. It can never bring the thing that used to be. For I must have you or no one. And so I'm through with love. Why did you lead me to think you didn't care? You didn't need me, for you had your share of slaves around you to hound you and swear with deep emotion, devotion to you. Goodbye to spring and all it meant to me. It can never bring the thing that used to be. For I must have you or no one. And so I'm through with love.
Thank you, Joe. That was great. I'm so glad you sang that. That was the song that Lacey and I first heard when we started going to singing soirees. Has anybody ever gone to a singing soiree here in Charleston? You haven't lived until you've done so. When we moved here, we met a gentleman by the name of, he goes by Bubber. And Bubber lives downtown, and he has these singing parties where everyone gathers around his piano and they have these songbooks, and the songbooks are full of tunes anywhere from the 1500s through the 1970s. It's a real great collection, and he gets all of his music and he starts yelling, "Name your poison," and then everybody starts shouting out the song they want, and it's a grand old time. Well, Fudd Livingston collaborated with some great musicians that lived here in Charleston as well, and one of those musicians was Robert S. Cathcart. Now, do we have the Cathcart family here tonight? Let me see. Do we have the Cathcarts here? We are so honored to be able to sing this music. This is a song collaborated by the fellow who wrote "I'm Through with Love" and Robert Cathcart, who also known as Bobby Cathcart, and the two of them wrote a musical in the 1940s that was never produced. The musical was called Low Country, and it was based right here in Charleston. Well, the song I'm going to sing for you is my favorite song from the show, and it's called "The Undertaker." Now, I have to set this, I know, it's great. You'll love it. I have to set this up for you. Has anybody ever been assigned to be the designated driver? Okay, this is resonating. Resonating with some folks. Maybe some of you are the designated driver tonight. Well, this song is sort of about that because there was a fellow, the Undertaker, and he went to a grand ball. And at the ball, he had a couple too many, if you know what I mean. And at the end, it was decided who's going to take the Undertaker home. And that's kind of what this song is all about. So let's go ahead and whip this one up. Here we go.
A one, two, three.
Along with the preacher man, there's another man who can usually carry himself with dignity. Not having a business call, he decided to pitch a bone and wound up an awful sight to see. Oh, for heaven's sake, who will undertake to take that Undertaker home? No mistake, it's no funeral wake, just a big mandate who will take him home. He's cold and pallid, but not really dead. Had one too many, they went to his head. Oh, for heaven's sake, who will undertake to take that Undertaker home? Dead. Had one too many, they went to his head. Oh, for heaven's sake, she's going to undertake to take that Undertaker. Who's gonna take him home? Who's gonna take that Undertaker home? Thank you. Yeah. Oh my goodness, coffee delivery. Wow.
Why, thank you.
Hey, do we all
Is
get
that a
that or
hint?
just Joe? Oh, coffee delivery.
Wait, this isn't Dunkin' Donuts. What? No, I'm upset. If I no, this is.
Oh, yeah. We had a conversation about how we really wanted some coffee back there, and Joe made it happen. So thank you, Joe. So he's
You're
got his
welcome.
coffee now. The rest of us got to have it before the show. But how did you like The Undertaker? Wasn't that great? I mean, come on. I'm telling you, that just kind of, I get so excited when I hear that song. So we've got to do something with that. We'll think of something. Got to do something big with The Undertaker. Well, file that musical away because we're going to bring it back in a little while.
But right now, it is my honor and privilege to bring one of Charleston's legends to the stage. This is a wonderful, talented lady that we met when we first moved here. She was one of our very first friends, and we invited her over and had lunch and learned that she was a fabulous performer. And it's so exciting now to bring to the stage tonight's special guest. We have singer, songwriter, and storyteller Ann Caldwell, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening. Now, when George Gershwin, it's a tall world after all. When George Gershwin was writing Porgy and Bess, he would visit the churches in the area to get some of the inspiration for what he did in Porgy and Bess. And when he went into these churches, he found two things that were prevalent: the singing and the hand clapping. Now, some of you might find yourself in some of the churches tomorrow where they do this kind of singing and hand clapping. So what I want to help you with, I can't help you with the singing tonight. There's just not enough time. But what I can do is help you with your hand clapping. Are there any Northerners in the room? Okay. In case you go to the churches where this is done, where the hand clapping is done, I'm going to give you some pointers so they won't know you're a Northerner. Now, here in the South, as well as Joe might know, we have something called the Low Country double clap. Now, a very interesting thing happens to this clap when it goes up north. It becomes very refined. Now, I'm going to sing a song, and we're going to do the hand clap. We're going to start out with the Low Country double clap, and then we're going to do the Northern clap. On second thought, let's start with the Northern clap. Then we'll do the Low Country double clap. There's some Lutherans in the room, I can tell. They always start before everybody else. Okay. You sure you didn't hire them? Wow. Okay. Now, I'm going to sing the song. Then we're going to do the Northern clap. Now, I'm going to do it on the 1 and the 3, okay? Because most folks can do the 1 and the 3, okay? So, Lutherans may have a problem with this. That's okay, I guess. Baptists, piece of cake. Now, Pentecostals, on the other hand, if you stand up while we're clapping, you will be ushered out of the room by Sally over here. That's Gracie and Lacy's mama. And their girlfriend don't play. Okay? So, here we go. You ready, Joe?
Oh, absolutely.
Did I wake you?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we're going to start with the Northern clap on the 1 and the 3. Then we're going to do the Low Country double clap. You will hear me say double clap now. At that moment, you do your double clap. Here we go. Somebody, and he must be Jesus. Somebody, and he must be the Lord. Somebody, and he must be Jesus. Feel it in my hand, feel it in my feet, feel it all over me. Somebody, and he must be Jesus. Somebody, and he must be the Lord. Somebody, and he must be Jesus. Feel it in my hand, feel it in my feet, feel it all over me. Do it again. Somebody, and he must be, I know that somebody, and he must be the Lord. Somebody, and he must be Jesus. Feel it in my hand, feel it in my feet. I think I feel it all over me. Double clap now. Somebody, and he must be Jesus. Somebody, and he must be the Lord. Somebody, and he must be Jesus. Feel it in my hand, feel it in my feet. I think I feel it all over me. Thumbs up. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ann Caldwell. Thank you, Ann. Oh, I just love watching her perform. She is amazing, and she does so many genres of music, and that was just a little sneak peek of her amazing talents, but she is truly a legend here, and we're so happy that she was able to perform tonight. So we're going to move along to tell you a little story. Can we have a little underscore, Joe? Something sentimental. Oh, that's fantastic. All right. We're going to talk a little bit about how Gracie and Lacy got started. So back in 1995, when Lacy was 8 and I was 10, our mother took us to see a show on the Goldenrod showboat. How many of you have ever seen a show on an old-fashioned showboat? Yes. Ah, yes, yes, you know what I'm talking about. Yes. Well, we were so mesmerized. We came home, we begged our mother to let us do a show like the one we had just seen, only on our driveway. So our mother let us invite 15 of our friends to our house every day for 2 weeks, and we practiced this show. We needed a curtain, so we went to the backyard and found our garden hose. Now, how many of you have ever done this before? You've put on a show for your family, your neighborhood? Yes? Okay, very good. Well, we took our garden hose and our bed sheets. And you know that big hem at the top of the bed sheets? Well, we threaded our garden hose through the bed sheets and put that in our garage door track and made ourselves a curtain. And our neighbors started calling us an interesting name, Broadway on the Driveway. Nice little ring to it. Well, Broadway on the Driveway continued summer after summer until one summer things just got way out of control. I'm going to turn it over to you for this part.
Well, we were getting our show ready, and we looked outside, and the police had come to shut us down. And Gracie and I, we put on our little girl charms, and we sweetly asked the police officer if he'd rather watch the show than arrest us, and he agreed. So we invited him to see the show, and the next year he said, Gracie and Lacy, you have to move the shows off the driveway, but you can finish just this last time, which was good. We didn't realize, but there had become so many media people that started coming to our driveway to take video and photos and different things that they caused a traffic jam, and we didn't know anything about that, so we were just little girls. And so next year, the mayor of our town let us use the town amphitheater while we started fundraising so we could then rent real theaters with air conditioning. And we ran that summer musical tradition every summer for 18 seasons. And soon we were able to produce with a full orchestra and technical team, and it was just a wonderful way to grow up. Well, along the way, people started asking, can you take a little bit of the show to our city or our state? And we formed a sister act so we could travel with that. And our first paid gig was with 2 other sisters, and we made $50. And divided 4 ways, that means you make $12.50 a person. We were like, oh my gosh, if we did a whole bunch of these, we'd be rich. So we literally used to do about 75 shows a year when we were little girls, and we'd travel all over the country performing, and finally landed here in Charleston, and we've been performing together for 24 years as Gracie and Lacy. Thank you.
And Lacy has just written a children's book called Broadway on the Driveway, just to inspire the next generation of aspiring performers to follow their dreams. So that book is going to be coming down the pike soon, and we'll share more details with you on that as we get them. We're going to move on to another song from Low Country the Musical from the 1940s. Are you with me? This is the show that was never produced. Robert Cathcart, Fudd Livingston. This is Springtime in Charleston, and it sings all about the azaleas and the beautiful sights in Charleston, and we've added a little twist to it. Here we go.
When azaleas are in bloom and the air is filled with sweet perfume, it's springtime in Charleston. With the balmy ocean breeze rustles gently through magnolia trees, it's springtime in Charleston.
Take it, Gracie.
Silhouettes of lovers strolling on High Battery, as church bells echo softly young to see. When your heart breaks up in two, to the magic of a southern moon, it's springtime in Charleston. It's springtime in Charleston.
Take it.
Silhouettes of lovers strolling on High Battery, as church bells echo softly off to see. When your heart breaks up in tune to the magic of a southern moon, it's springtime in Charleston. It's springtime in Charleston.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we want to thank the Cathcart family for helping keep that song alive.
That's right. They shared that music with us. You're not going to hear that song anywhere else. It's not published, so you guys are getting a little special treat tonight.
So we are going to move right along. We have this lovely little container here. It's a little wet, but hold on. Okay, now
That's
we're
our
good.
rain bucket
Yes.
slash tip
Oh,
jar.
was I supposed to keep it there, Joe?
I didn't know it was there. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Could someone just come and hold their hand?
Here, I'll put
Into
this
that
back.
puddle
I think
for a
we're
second.
good.
Okay.
So this little thing right here is so that you can fill in those nice little cards on your tables. Put them in there, and then we'll all spam you. Just kidding. They didn't laugh.
That's because you look like a spammer.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, we have some prizes, so there's some incentive for the spamming, right?
That's right. We do have some prizes. You're going to enter to win one of these mystery golden boxes. And if you've been here before, you know that what's in here is really good. So fill out the slip and place it in there at some point, and we'll take that after intermission.
Yes, yes, we will. All right. Well, does anyone have the time? It's 8 o'clock. All right. Well, you can do a play off, and we'll be back. So long.
See you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a brief intermission, so refresh your refreshments, and we'll see you just in a few minutes. Back to the show.
All right, all right. Everybody got drinks? Everybody's good? Everybody's feeling good? The rain's still coming down, by the way. So we're all going to just stay in here. So if I need to call an arc, I can do that. A couple things for you. I did a little more research. 2 more things for you. All right, you ready for this, guys? So apparently, if you ever want to, you look it up. If you want to shoot a missile out of South Carolina, state law, if you want to shoot a missile, you got to get a permit. Who knew, right? Who knew? Who knew? Did you check your insurance policy, sir, about the blowing up your house? I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Last but not least, this is for you guys. This is for you. Are there any musicians out here? Anybody? Anybody here a musician? Got a couple? Couple? Yes, and awesome, by the way. Thank you. I got the clap. You know, I'm from the deep south. I got you. I was smelling what you were stepping in. I'm with you. Okay, it is illegal to sell a musical instrument on Sundays in South Carolina. Who knew? Who knew? So don't try to sell your sax or your trumpet. So guys, watch out. Watch out. All right, are we ready for more show? We got a lot more show. Got a lot more show. All right, so let's give a warm welcome for the man himself. He's going to bring the ladies up. But here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Joe Clarke.
I'm back. You know, I think what you're referring to there, Jonathan, are the blue laws, BLEW laws. You can't sell. I just made that up.
You got jokes.
I got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life. I'm in love. I've got a song that I sing. I can make the rain go anytime I move my finger. Lucky me, can't you see? We're in love. Life's a beautiful thing, as long as I hold the string. I'd be a silly so-and-so if I should ever let it go. I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life. I'm in love. John Kennedy, everybody. is a beautiful thing. As long as I hold the string, I'd be a silly so-and-so if I should ever let it go. I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life. I'm in love. Hey, hey. What a world. What a world. What a world. I'm in love. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to do one more tune, then we're going to bring the ladies out. What a wonderful show, huh? They do all their own research and everything to find these interesting little niche-y tunes that are just wonderful for us to play. And we're having just a blast working with them. They've been producing content and shows for Forte all this year, the second Saturday of every month, which is a great follow-up to our first Saturday, which is my big band. We do a Sinatra Saturday. Yeah, Swingin' Sinatra Saturday. And just a warning, you see how full the room is? Yeah, we had the same kind of crowd here for that, and that was beautiful. So we're loving the big crowds, and we just appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you so much. So this next tune is one of my favorites to do. It's called Anything Goes, a little Cole Porter for you. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking. Now heaven knows, anything goes. And good authors too, who once knew better words, now only use four-letter words. Writing prose, anything goes. The world has gone mad today, and good's bad today, and day is night today, and black's white today. Most guys today that women prize today are just silly gigolos. So though I'm not a great romancer, I know that you're bound to answer when I propose. Anything goes. Hey! The world has gone mad today, and good's bad today. Day's night today, and black's white today. Most guys today that women prize today are just silly gigolos. So though I'm not a great romancer, I know that you're bound to answer when I propose. Anything goes. May I say before the girls come out again, I want you to know anything goes. Anything goes. Anything goes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. There you go.
That was wonderful. Thank you, Joe. We want to give a thank you to Joe and, of course, Rosie at the bar. Everybody wave to Rosie. Rosie is Joe's wife. And I have to say that for the Charleston show, I cannot let you go without telling you this really cool story. So just a few years ago, Rosie was living in Mexico, and she wanted to hear the song, The Charleston. So she starts Googling it. She liked jazz and big band music. Feel free to correct me if I'm embellishing your life story. But
Oh, no. I like this version.
You like this version. And came across the Joe Clarke Big Band page on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Actually, it was called Charleston Swingin' Big Band.
Charleston Swingin' Big Band.
So the word Charleston was in there.
And came across the page. You guys started corresponding about music, and you never stopped talking. Pretty soon, she moves to Charleston and opens up a jazz club, the jazz club in Charleston. And I just think it's so cool how that song and the theme brought Rosie here, and they have just done a beautiful job making this landmark here in Charleston. Well, nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. And if you haven't heard that song, you're going to hear it tonight. We just did this song for South Carolina Education Television is putting together a program. Gracie Lacy had the privilege of working with them on it. And we really wanted all of the people that listen to that program to hear this song. So take it away, guys.
Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. Nothing could be sweeter than my sweetie when I meet him in the morning. See those morning glories climb around my door. They're whispering pretty stories I long to hear once more. Strolling bright and early when the dew is pearly, early in the morning. Butterflies will flutter up to kiss each little buttercup dawning. But if I had a land and sand for only a day, I'd make a wish and here's what I'd say. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. And nothing could be sweeter than my sweetie when I meet him in the morning. See those morning glories twine around my door, whispering pretty stories I long to hear once more. Strolling bright and early when the dew is early, early in the morning. Butterflies will flutter up to kiss each little buttercup the dawning. If I had a land and sand for only a day, I'd make a wish and here's what I'd say. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, at this point in the show, we are going to do two drawings, an old-fashioned drawing
Old-fashioned.
and a high-tech drawing.
Hey, am I safe to go under this little leak here? Here we go. All right. Ooh, it's nice and full. Lots of people to spam. Let me see. Okay, I need like a really honest-looking volunteer. All right, you must be a teacher or a police officer. Come on up. You work for the county? Oh.
We're making things up.
Phew. Okay, sorry. No, I'm kidding. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Who do we have? Retired teacher Carol Millie? Is there a Carol? Oh, there's no R on your name. It's the special rendition of your name. Carol, you won a golden Forte box. Can I have some sort of ta-da? All right. Thank you. All right, Carol gets a golden box, and Sally, Sally is a sound consultant and our mother, so say hello, Sally. She's put up with a lot in her life. All right, now we're gonna take another one. Let's see. This is the special. See, Forte does it differently than Gracie and Lacy. We have another golden box, but Michael has this special spinning wheel. Everyone say hello, Michael, behind the curtain. It's kind of like the Wizard of Oz. He's back there doing all sorts of things, and he is going to spin the wheel, and the winner, these are all of the people who bought tickets, so if you were the one who purchased for your party, your name is up there, and you might win a golden box. Here we go. Let's go. Here it comes. raise your hand nice and high. Oh, there we go, in the back. All right. Thank you, Michael. I just love that. That just brings the show up another notch to have that
Another
spinning wheel. Don't
notch.
you guys agree?
Yes.
Along with our other special effects here tonight.
Yes.
We call it Wheel of Forte.
A Wheel of
Wow.
Forte.
I like
I
that.
love that. I love that.
That's great. Well, Lacey is going to get her beautiful white guitar. She chose a white guitar because it matches all of her costumes. But Lacey has been writing many songs the past several years, and she has taken to writing songs about Charleston. So this first one is about the Charleston, a Charleston icon, the Morris Island Lighthouse. And we like to say, if the Morris Island Lighthouse could talk, this is what it would say. I'm going to do a little switcheroo with the microphone.
Has anyone seen the Morris Island Lighthouse before? If you're visiting, oh good.
Oh,
If you're-
Lacey, I found your music.
Oh, you found my music? I don't have to pretend I know what I'm doing? All right.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
really good news.
Well, at least I found some of it here.
That's really generous of you. Such a kind soul. All right, now it'll be even better. So, if you want to see the Morris Island Lighthouse that this song is written about, you go down to Folly Beach and you go as far to the left as you can, and you might have to kind of climb. If the tide is high, you might actually have to kind of climb through a special little path, and then you can see it. I've seen my share of wars, even felt the earth shake. Though I'm on shifting sand, I'll stand my ground for your sake. That's why I keep to myself, I mind my own business, shining my light out in the distance. All night shining my light on the ocean, won't you set my light back in motion? Just shining my light on the horizon, moonlight, starlight, when the sun is rising. I've seen my share of storms, weathered life's erosion. Though I am on shifting sand, I'll mark the shore you've chosen. That's why I keep to myself, I mind my own business, shining my light out in the distance. All night shining my light on the ocean, won't you set my light back in motion? Just shining my light on the horizon, moonlight, starlight, when the sun is rising. Ba-ba-ba-da-doo, ba-ba-ba-doo-ah, ba-ba-ba-da-doo, ba-ba-da-doo-ah, ba-ba-da-doo, ba-ba-ba-doo-ah, ba-ba-ba-da-doo, ba-ba-da-doo-ah. I'm always here for you, shining through the night. I know a thing or two about la 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 light. The light at night, you only miss it when it's gone. Thank you. Thank you. Well, this is a song. I think I'm gonna have to make you guys guess on this one. So Michael, don't give them the picture yet because I want to see how good our Charleston folks are. This is an iconic thing in West Ashley. So if you were to go over the bridge towards the west, there is a thing in West Ashley, and if this thing is taken away, you know that you really have to evacuate for a hurricane. Now, it's not Waffle House. Oh, I hear it. I hear it too.
Wow,
You guys got it.
once again, how about this
Very
crowd?
intelligent audience. So for those of you visiting, okay, Michael, you can show them now. Dun, 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 dun. And you know the cow, when the cow turned 60, I just thought, she really needed her own song here in Charleston. So I wrote a song to Bessie the Coburg cow, and I hope you all enjoy it. Round and round I go. At least I can't say that I always know where I'm going. Round and round I go. Hurricanes or even snow, I know where I'm going. Do you know where you're going? I do. Let me point you in the right direction. Let me show you where to turn. When it comes to turns, I am the master. Always here, never out to pasture. Oh, so baby, drive, drive, drive on by. Turn your head up to the sky. It must be a sign. It must be a sign. So baby, drive, drive, drive on by. 17 Savannah Highway. It must be a sign. It must be a sign. You gotta milk this life for all it's worth. It's your only life on earth, and it's better than it has to be. Because it's better than it has to be. Better than it has to be. Better than it has to. Better than it has to. Better than it has to be. I can see in all directions. I'm never dizzy, Avondale. One little thing that I would like to mention: if you ever find my tail, please bring it back to me. Before you drive, drive, drive on by. Turn your head up to the sky. It must be a sign. It must be a sign. So baby, drive, drive, drive on by. 17 Savannah Highway. It must be a sign. It must be a sign. You gotta milk this life for all it's worth. It's your only life on earth, and it's better than it has to be. Because it's better than it has to be. Better than it has to be. Better, 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 better than it has to be. I wear many hats, that's what I do. I don my magic capes, it's all for you. Thank you. And if you need directions to the Coburg cow, you just ask one of us after the show so you can go see it. All right. Well, we have one more Lacy original later in the show, so you can look forward to that. We're going to turn it back over to Joe Clarke and the Forte Jazz Lounge Trio. And I just have to tell you, raise your hand if you've seen the Joe Clarke Big Band. That is the big band in Charleston, folks. And if you ever get a chance, make sure you come back to Forte on one of the Joe Clarke Big Band nights. It's the whole
real deal. It's the 18-piece big band, and you literally feel like you are stepping back in time. And I hope that you get a chance to see that. We are going to bring Joe back. He is
he's back.
poof.
There he is.
He is the music consultant when people come through Charleston and they want to understand that authentic jazz and big band sound. And he was commissioned to work on the Ryan Gosling film, The Notebook, when that was filmed here in Charleston. So we're so thrilled that Joe is, this is where he calls home with Rosie and his family, and we're just privileged to have him here. So take it away.
Take it away, Joe.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Gracie and Lacy. So, yeah, if you look at that scene very closely in The Notebook, everybody's seen that movie, right? All the women wanted to see it, and all the guys had to see it. So, you know, I'm kidding. It's a beautiful movie. It's a gorgeous movie. So, if you look real closely, you'll see some Charleston musicians in there, because I was tasked with collecting all the musicians that were in the scenes. So I asked them one question. I said, so do you want actors who are holding instruments, or do you want real musicians, you know, who already know how to hold the instruments and stuff like that? Because there was a scene, it was called The Proposal, and we were given music. We didn't have, we could play it, but we were, I don't know if you know how movies work, but we were just pantomiming the music, but accurately, you know. They weren't just like with their hands in the wrong place and all that stuff. So it was kind of cool. You'll see, if you look real closely, you'll see Charlton Singleton in there too. He was in that scene. So since I'm from Charleston, I guess if I played a song for you that I wrote, that would be qualifying as a Charleston song, right? 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 Okay, cool. So this song I wrote to my wife. So this is for you, Rosie. I wrote it before we got married, so you know it's good, you know. Or she's very tolerant, you know. Or deaf, you know. That one got me, okay. I'll tell you I love you every single day. I'll hold you in my arms all along the way. And I hope that this brings peace to your troubled heart and mends the tears inside. And mends the tears inside. You know me too well, would not tell a lie. I'll give you the whole world just to hear you sigh. This is all I have, so please don't just walk away and leave me here alone. Leave me here alone. Stars shine above me to tell me that you love me, till the time when they won't shine. We made it, you love me, and I'm a happy man. There's no one else for me, and I'm your biggest fan. And it's all because we loved through these fragile dreams and made our love come true. And made our love come true. shine above me to tell me that you love me till the time when they won't shine. We made it, you love me, and I'm a happy man. There's no one else for me, and I'm your biggest fan. And it's all because we love through these fragile dreams and made our love come true, which means that I love you. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to bring Gracie back out here.
Hello,
There you
folks. Well, there is, oh, we've got a rain again. That's just dandy.
Oh, no.
I love it. Well, there is an American tradition and art form known as tap dancing. And many of you may know that South Carolina is the birthplace of the famous Peg Leg Bates, incredible tap dancer. And I just have to ask, does anybody here have memories of tap dancing as a child? Yes? Oh my goodness. Does anyone here have memories of tap dancing as a grown-up? Maybe a few of you. Wonderful. Very good. Well, I know lots of tap dancers of all ages that are carrying on the tradition right here in Charleston. And we've put together a fun routine, the Forte Jazz Lounge Band and I, and we're going to go ahead and give this a go. Lacy told us earlier that tap dancing has its roots in the rhythms of the African juba dance and the rhythms of the African drums, and later that was translated to creating rhythms with our feet. So that's where tap dancing comes together. Sometimes it's performed in wooden soles. I'm performing with my metal taps on. So we'll see how this goes. Let's get a little groove going. How about, we'll go about do 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 do. Thank you to the band. We're going to bring Lacy back on stage.
fish gotta swim and birds gotta fly. I've gotta love one man till I die. Can't help loving that man of mine. Tell me he's lazy, tell me he's slow, tell me I'm crazy, maybe I know, but I can't help loving that man of mine. When he goes away, that's a rainy day. But when he comes back, that day is fine. The sun will shine, 'cause he can come home just as late as can be. But home without him, it ain't no home to me. I can't help loving that man of mine. Take it away, Forte. How about these guys? When he goes away, that's a rainy day. But when he comes back, that day is fine. The sun will shine, 'cause he can come home just as late as can be. But home without him ain't no home to me. I can't help loving that man. I can't help loving that man. I can't help loving that man of mine. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, Gracie, we kind of coordinate. That works out well.
Oh, it sure does.
We have a lot of sequins at our house. Whenever, you know, when you live in Charleston, you get a lot of company, and people like to come and stay and see the ocean and, of course, see you as well. But every time we have a guest stay at our house, they wake up with sequinitis, which is a disorder of sequins being embedded into random parts of your skin. So. Well, we have another original tune for you, and this is one I thought I was driving over the James Island connector to downtown, and I saw the sun setting through the steeples of Charleston. And at the time, a friend of mine was moving away to Hawaii, and I thought, I really need to write a song about May You Always Return to Charleston. So this is the song that I wrote a couple years ago. It's called the Charleston Anthem, and we sang this in honor of Charleston's 350th birthday. So this is one that we did during COVID via live stream, and so now we get to do it in person.
And now we get to have the beautiful white guitar, which once again, folks, goes with Lacy's costumes. All right, Charleston Anthem. May you always return where the sun sets through the steeples, where the night lanterns glow as you walk that rainbow road. Spiral gates adorn the gardens, watching over window flowers. Church bells toll the hours in our home, sweet home, in our home, sweet home. May you always return where the sunset meets the ocean, where the palm meadows blow and the sweet grass always grows. Never forget the cost of freedom. May its light shine ever brighter as our hearts grow ever lighter in our home. Sweet home, in our home. Sweet home. Holy city, call my name. No other city's quite the same. I hear the bells and my heart burns. The holy city I return. May you always return where the sun sets through the steeples, where the palm meadows glow and the sweet grass always grows. Never forget the cost of freedom. May its light shine ever brighter as our hearts grow ever lighter in our home. Sweet home, in our home. Sweet home. Thank you. Thank you. Well, if you're visiting, we hope you always return. And we're going to welcome the lovely Ann Caldwell back to the stage. We have a gospel song, and this is a song here in the South that we think of as a song of freedom and hope. And take your time, Ann. Don't want to, oh, there we go. Yeah, we can't sing. Oh,
Can't be
Ann.
rushed. It's a little late for Ann.
Oh.
So we asked Ann, so when we sing Amazing Grace, which verse do you want to sing? And she said, well, I'll sing the 10,000 years verse because I'm closer to being 10,000 years old.
Lacy. All right, then. Well, this song was written by John Newton, and he wrote it after he repented for his life of slave trade, and it truly is a song of freedom. And we just want to encourage you, if you know the words, to please join us and sing along. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved
just believe. I believe. Take it, Ann.
And we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun. We've known last day to sing God's praise. Then when we first believe.
God bless you all. Good night, everyone. Be safe going home.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Gracie Lacy and Ann Caldwell. And these guys, Josh Hoover on the drums, John Kennedy on the bass, and Rosie on the bar. Y'all have a great night. Come out and see some other shows. Tomorrow night we have our first magic show, 7 o'clock. Come back and see that. Yeah. Now you see it, now you don't.